Hello folks, and welcome back to my shop. Today we're going to finish up the lower windlass install there on the Chevy. The paint's dry, the encapsulant's dry, and it's really been raining out here all day, so it's a good day to be inside and getting some work done. I may even throw a little bit of love this way today too. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, stay tuned. I got the holes drilled out. Let's see if we can't get this thing secured in there now. Okay, what I've got here is I'm doing a dry run fit, if you will, just to see how everything will fit. I've cut off the rubber piece here. That's how much extra there was, and I've just fitted it down into the tray, or the trough, whatever you want to call it, that holds it in. And what I'm discovering is, and I'll show you here in the other piece, that the screw holes, they go through, to secure the trim piece to the truck frame here. This rubber piece goes down low enough to where if I were to want to, I would have to drill holes in the rubber piece that line up with the holes in the back holes that lines up with the holes in the truck in order to secure it. And what I'm finding out is this rubber piece is staying put pretty good in that tray without the need of being screwed. So I'm going to decipher that a little bit more. I think the old way, most of the old rubber crumbled out when I was taking it apart, so I couldn't tell, but the pieces that I could tell, it looked like that the rubber part was in fact screwed. So I don't know, let me think about that. I may just drill holes through them anyway and see. All right, plan B. The screws that I ordered to secure these in are not long enough. The heads are too big to fit in the trough. I'll show you on the other one. So, well, long story short, the screws won't work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to improvise with these 1/4-inch drive with the drill tip screws here. All right, they're a number 8 by 3/4 inch self-tapping screws. So let's see what we can do here with them. I'm going to try to keep out of the way enough to be able to show it. Okay, now you see it does secure the rubber, and you can't, until you go to take it out, you can't tell what's under there. So I believe we're going to do all right with that. All right, I'm going to do another while I'm set up, and see if I can keep my head out of the way. All right, there we go. And that's securing it in really good. All right, we got one more down at this end. I'll do that. I got about 4 going that way. I won't be able to record them without getting my head in the way. Where's he not going? Defective screw. Isn't that something? you're supposed to hear. I have 4 more, and that head's going to be in the way. So, let me knock them out. We're going to the driver's side. All right, the passenger side's done. It's good and tight. That rubber strip isn't coming out. I could not get this far one due to the door. So, again, when I pull these doors off to do the hinge repair, I'll just make a note to make sure I put that in. But it ain't going nowhere, that strip. And it's looking pretty good. Let's see, let's get some of these lights out of the way. Let's see if we can tell how it seals. Alright, so looking down, get that light away. Well, you can see how it seals up against the door. Can't tell really here. Well, you kind of can tell there. Okay, I'm going to show the problem I ran into with the screws I ordered. Here's the screw I ordered right here. And you see, it's too short to fit through. You see there's very little bit coming out there. But it's too long to fit into the tray to start in that hole. And then you talk, right here, okay, it's too long to fit down in the tray there to start in the hole. And once you do that, you talk about a nightmare trying to get it started through the rubber piece and then down in there and through there, and then a skinny enough screwdriver to fit through that hole there to do it. So I either ordered the wrong screws, or they sent me the wrong screws, or they, well, they didn't do their homework. But anyway, these screws will not work. Those 1/4 inch self-tapping screws that are 3/4 inch that I got are just about perfect for what I want to do. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the problem I ran into with those screws. Alright, I'm going to try this camera angle and see if I can't fit this piece in here. Get around that. See, this lower windlass. My seat belt, I'm going to have to come in it the other way. Alright, so we'll come in this way. And with this lower windlass up over here, which you can't see. Alright, goes in good. Alright, now what I want to do is fit the rubber. Start that in the channel now. And what I'm wanting to do now is get the rubber piece cut, and maybe I ought to just start. Of course, I could have done this out, but there we go. Slide him on down. All right. Get him started in there. Alright. Gives me a good, okay, I'm all the way up against it there. Alright. Looks like about right. There. Okay. Pair of side cutters did the deed. I've got those industrial strength there. Okay. Industrial strength scissors I could have tried, but these side cutters did a good job cutting that rubber. Alright, so there we go. We got him down there and in there. Now, yes, these screws are making new holes in the truck. Okay. When I got everything situated over on the passenger side, and I didn't record it, this trim piece didn't go down far enough to hit the old holes. So, and they weren't even lined up. I was going to end up having to drill anyway. So let's make stuff You know, I believe in trying to make stuff easier than harder. So let's try that. And we're going to guesstimate where that hole's at. And there it is right there. Pressing down. And of course that didn't, it came right off. See, it's not magnetized because it's aluminum. So a little bit more clutch here. Tougher metal. Alright, let's see. Alright, he seems to be in good, alright. Let's try another one. See how I turned it up to 18. Didn't have to do it that far on the other side. Alright. This is doing good. I imagine in the old days when they were putting these trucks together that they must have drilled as they went too. I'm going to guess that. That's just a guess on my part. They're good. Good deal. I may have to edit this video. It don't take much to get it in there. All right, camera's in the way to get that last one. All right, our lower windlass is now installed. What I done is I ended up tucking in the upper windlass here, this upper windlass underneath in that trough right there. That's actually where that was cut away and designed for it. The same back here in the back. I had left them up on top for fitting, then got to looking at it and realized that they should go underneath. So now, ironically, I will be changing the upper windlass rubber seals sometime in the future. You know, I just do a little bit at a time. And here's the driver's side. And when I go to do it, I'll actually be removing these lower windlass so I can get them fed in and back underneath here and underneath there to make the seal complete. So anyway, it's but you know, every little bit helps. You know, sometimes if you could just take an hour, some people say 5 minutes a day, some people say an hour a week. If you could just take some time and just knock out one little thing after the other, well, before you know it, you'll have one of these things done. Now, I want to keep this thing, now that I've got the engine running, I want to keep the keep it running and on the road, and while I do some needed repairs to that blue monster over there. So I'm not going to do anything else that'll take this down for too long a time, maybe a weekend or a couple days. What's coming up is of course this new upper windlass. If you look down here, you can just see how ripped up it is. It's really hard and brittle all the way around. And right here, it's about, ironically, even though my head probably sits about so high, cold air coming through here just chills the ear. So anyway, so that's another reason to get this upper windlass. Now 49, in 1949, Chevrolet had a 49.1 and a 49.2. One of the differences between the early 49 and the later 49 is how this windlass installs. This is a later 49, so I'll have to make sure I get the right windlass for it. And I'm going to point out another thing. This strip right here, this is a double stick tape strip I picked up off a fellow off eBay. I just wanted to see how it would do, and I put it on about a month ago, and it's just enough. It just comes up shy down here about, well, what's that, about 2 inches of doing the complete door. Well, well, you can't really see in there. It's been holding pretty good. It's been holding and sticking good enough to where I'm going to go ahead and order another piece for the passenger side door and see. Of course, now they do make the proper glue-in seal, door seal, but this is probably a third of the price, plus you don't have to buy glue. So anyway, I'm going to try that, and I'm going to put it there on the passenger side. And so that's upcoming. Yeah, another project I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out that Arvin recirculating heater to a deluxe fresh air heater that I picked up in some trading. Actually, there's nothing wrong with that Arvin. It works fine. It'll actually run me out of the truck. But one of the benefits or selling points that Chevrolet had with their deluxe fresh air heater was by pulling fresh air in and heating it instead of recirculating the same, it would cut down on the windshields fogging up. I really didn't have a whole lot of problem with that. But anyway, you know, deluxe, got to have that deluxe. And if you look out here, let's see if it'll settle down some. Look at all them leaves laying down there. It looks like fall is on the way. We're according to this recording, we're within a week or so of September, and temperatures have definitely been getting cooler around these parts now, and especially in the mornings. So actually, I could run it like that, just and not even change it. But once I do start on that heater, I need to get it done. I figure I need to refurbish it. It'll take me a couple days to do that, and probably a day or so to get it installed properly. I'm going to have to put a new water valve in there too. So anyway, got a lot of things coming up. I'll be doing them as I go. I want to keep this as my driver now, and we'll spend this coming winter doing some needed repairs on this thing here. Whoever hot rodded this thing either took a lot of shortcuts, or people that bought it after the person that built it, when a part would go bad or whatever, they would take it off and not replace it, you know, if it wasn't necessary. So it's missing a lot of things. Some things that makes it quieter, some things that makes it ride better. I mean, it's kind of low. So anyway, hopefully, or maybe you all will stick around to watch some on this one. Also, as I do it. Now, it's not stock. It's not going to be stock. It's not going to stay stock, because it's already been modified, and I've continued with it by putting that 350 in there, as a matter of fact. So anyway, this one here is going to stay as stock as possible, or at least error correct. And this one's going to, well, he's going to continue on his hot rod ways. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.